I'm gonna be honest, anyone who sees this device from the rear side at first glance would assume it's the Samsung Galaxy A54 or even much better the Galaxy A34. This is the Samsung Galaxy A24 from Samsung, and this might probably be the final addition to the A series this year. My time and experience with this device over the last couple of days has been surprising, and here's why. A 6.5-inch FHD Plus Super AMOLED display, 50 megapixel OIS camera, MediaTek Helio G99 processor, 5000 mAh battery capacity, 25 watt fast charging, stereo speakers, and an IP67 water and dust resistant device, and finally a device that has a peak brightness of 1000 nits. Now that I'll go into a bit more when I get to the display part of the device, but this basically means that this mid-ranger comes packing certain qualities you'd regularly find in a flagship device. But let's take them one by one and start with the build and design. As stated earlier, a similar design like that of the Galaxy A34 and A54 with a plastic build all round, a more glossy finish at the rear side which gives some good and cool reflection depending on the angle at which light hits on it. On the device is a side-mounted fingerprint scanner, which I mostly love about devices that do that because it feels more convenient to me than the under display or in display fingerprint sensors. It has a triple camera setup, which we'll go into when we get to the camera department of this video, but the camera design on the rear side is quite minimal and similar to what we saw on their flagship devices. 3 cameras with an LED flash right at the back of the design. Again, we have the Samsung logo boldly inscripted at the back of the device, and I'm doing this because if you're buying this device and you don't see that, please stay away from it. It's 2023 and Samsung was still kind enough to add a headphone port for this device, so you could use wired headphones if you're somebody who is into that. Now, as I mentioned earlier, it comes with a 25 watt fast charger, so obviously it will use a USB Type-C as a charging system. There are stereo speakers on this device, 2 microphones, one at the top, one at the bottom, a SIM tray which houses dual SIMs, and an expandable storage of up to 1 terabyte. The device I have here comes with an internal memory of 128 gigabytes, which is the only storage variant, if I'm not wrong, the Galaxy A24 comes with. As a result of that, Samsung is giving you the chance to expand it with expandable storage of up to 1 terabyte. Now, at first glance, you'd notice the slightly thicker bezels around the device, and the Infinity U design makes it look more like the Galaxy A33, which came out last year, even the Galaxy A34, if I'm not wrong. It has quite a visible chin at the bottom, but this isn't something you should be concerned about because the display on here is a 6.5-inch FHD Plus Super AMOLED display with a 90 Hz refresh rate. The best part about this is consuming content because the display output is just the crispiest you could ever get, especially with consuming videos on YouTube, Instagram, or anywhere you consume video content from. Also, as a result of the 90 Hz refresh rate, you could actually play games at a smoother level when you're gaming. You could also as well have smooth scrolling if you're scrolling through feed on the device, especially on your Instagram page, social media handles. It's just smooth if you toggle the 90 Hz refresh rate. The downside of this is it has a heavy toll on battery life, so you would want to toggle it when and as to when it's needed. One other amazing feature about the Samsung Galaxy A24 is the fact that as a mid-ranger, it still has a higher brightness capacity, which is peaked at 1000 nits. And as a result of that, it sacrifices the quality of the display when you are outdoors. So it feels slightly washed out if you take a very critical look at it at 1000 nits of peak brightness. It's actually not a bad thing from my end because what it's doing is just a little sacrifice to give you the best output on the device. In terms of performance and software, the device comes with a MediaTek Helio G99 processor. Now, this is a power-performing chipset for mid-range devices, so you don't get anything bad out of this device. I've actually been gaming, playing Call of Duty Mobile for close to an hour and 30 minutes almost every day on this device, and it doesn't lag or start up. It did at a point, and then that was basically because I had gamed for longer periods of time. But I was expecting it to heat up, looking at the fact that it was a mid-ranger and the chipset is actually a power performing chipset for mid-range devices. I was expecting it to heat up, but I didn't encounter that even after gaming for longer periods. It did warm up slightly, but looking at the fact that I had to game for hours before experiencing that gave me a very good sign that this device could handle performance very well. Also, it comes coupled with 4 gigs of RAM, which is the unit I have here, and with the help of RAM Plus, you could actually bump it up with software memory. Again, personally, I would say that the performance on this device has really surprised me. When it comes to software, the device runs on Android 13 and One UI 5.1. Of course, the normal One UI 5 features you are getting on the flagship device are the same things you get here. Material use is my most concern because I'm a very big fan of customization. So you're able to pick specific colors that match with your wallpaper on this device. Not forgetting, Samsung will be giving you 3 years of OS updates and 1 additional year of security updates on the Galaxy A24. What this basically means is you could hold on to this device for the next 4 years. Let's talk about the cameras on this device. Very minimalist look at the rear side with a flash, an LED flash. It comes with a 50 megapixel main camera lens with OIS, which basically means optical image stabilization, a 5 megapixel ultra wide angle lens for ultra wide shots, 2 megapixels for macro shots. My experience with the camera so far has been nothing but quite okay. Let me explain. So the image output from this device is great, but where it struggles a little bit is in portrait mode. But even with that, there's a fix. But the fix is when you're taking a picture in portrait mode, you realize there's a slider to increase the blur intensity in the picture. So what you need to do is to make sure that the blur intensity isn't too much, because if it is too much, you're going to suffer with edge detection. And what that means is some parts of your subject will look covered up with blur effect strength because of how thick or deep the blur effect was when you increased it with the slider. One other thing I noticed when taking pictures in normal mode was the fact that it actually makes the images pop a lot. So the colors look slightly saturated. They look okay for the eye. It's beautiful. These are images you could actually use on your social media platforms if you're somebody who likes posting images on social media. This is a video of the Samsung Galaxy A24's 50 megapixel camera at FHD 30 FPS with optical image stabilization. Let me know how the footage looks like in the comment section. Now, before I forget, there is a setting in the camera settings for you to be able to enable or toggle on video stabilization. So do make sure to do that as well before you start taking videos, and look out for the optical image stabilization going on with the videos. So this has 25-watt fast charging, which basically means that under normal circumstances, your device should go for 0 to 100% in an hour and 30 to 35 minutes. That is quite fast, but I would like to put this to the test in a separate video. So I'll get my 25-watt charger up and running, and we'll get to see how fast the device can charge from 0 to 100% in the video. So if you'd want to see that, don't forget to leave a like, share, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss that as well. I'm DELPPY, and this has been my review for the Galaxy A24. If I left anything else, you have some questions, leave them down in the comment section and I'll be glad to assist you. I'd have 2 more videos coming up, a gaming video and a charging test video for the device. And as always, we go talk more, Charlie.